हेलो हेलो हेलो। वेलकम भाई लोग, वेलकम वेलकम भाई। अब्रप्टली प्लान्ड स्ट्रीम है आज, ठीक है। सो मच टू डिस्कस, बहुत कुछ हो रहा है। वी हैव लिवरपूल गोइंग इन फॉर एकितिके, विसा के लिए मे बी परहैप्स न्यूकैसल, एंड अभी हाल ही में अभी जस्ट न्यूज आ रहा है कि एम्बुएमो का डील भी ऑलमोस्ट ऑन द वर्ज ऑफ मतलब फाइनलाइज होने वाला है शायद। perhaps they will accept this bid. I have two guests आज, ठीक है। मैं इनके स्ट्रीम पे जाता हूँ बहुत बार एंड हम लोग हमेशा प्लान करते रहते हैं कि करेंगे करेंगे, बट कभी टाइम नहीं मिलता है। तो एक है Nathan from Sports Nut Nathan, and one is Annie Bro Animesh from Football Bloody Hell, ठीक है। मैं दोनों को ऐड कर देता हूँ भाई, क्या मेरे को ऐड नहीं किया अब तक। हियर इट इज, Annie Bro।
What's happening? Finally,
वेलकम भाई। फाइनली
the
इट्स बीन 1 year ना,
only
1 साल से हम लोग प्लान कर रहे हैं, isn't
the
it?
only thing longer than Mbeumo to United is the stream timing आपके साथ.
नाइस नाइस मैन। कैसा जा रहा है दिन? हाउ द डे बीन सो फार?
How's the day been so far? यार मेरा बच्चे ने प्री स्कूल चालू किया है तो अभी सुबह 6:30 बजे उठना पड़ता है और मैं मेरे लाइफ में 3:30 बजे रात को सोता था, तो यू कैन इमेजिन बहुत मजा आ रहा है.
नहीं नहीं, मैं सेम ट्रेजेक्टरी में हूँ बाय द वे, ठीक है। सो
अच्छा,
आई हैव अ टॉडलर, ठीक है। आई बिकम अ डैड लाइक 6-7 months बैक, ठीक है। तो
मजा
डार्क
कर लो भाई,
सर्कल्स।
मजा कर लो. कि जब भी प्री स्कूल चालू होता है लगता है ना, अरे अभी तो टाइम है, अभी 2 साल होगा तभी आगे लगता है इधर सीधा पीछे से.
Right, right. I'll quickly add Nathan as well. Yeah,
Yes, 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 yes.
Nathan bro, welcome sir. क्या हाल चाल? What's up?
Nothing. Quite a eventful 2 hours
What a
of
coincidence, huh? आज सोचा कि I'll just get both of them ऑन बोर्ड, एंड साथ में मिलके विल डू अ प्रीमियर लीग जुलाई का राउंड अप, कि मतलब अभी तक का जुलाई में क्या क्या हुआ है, बिकॉज आई एम मोर इंटरेस्टेड फॉर प्रीमियर लीग क्लब्स में क्या क्या ट्रांसफर होते हैं रादर देन ला लीगा सीरिया है। वी न्यूज में हम लोग खबर रखते हैं, बट एट द एंड ऑफ द डे इट इज प्रीमियर लीग विच इंटरेस्ट्स मी। तो एंड देन सडनली न्यूज आता है कि भाई नहीं, एम्बुएमो का भी सीन चल रहा है, ठीक है। तो एंड व्हाट बेटर way to discuss this with two United के fans, Nathan and Animesh. दोनों का चैनल नेम टैग्ड है डिस्क्रिप्शन में एंड इन द टाइटल एज वेल। गाइस प्लीज चेक देम आउट, ठीक है। उनका चैनल चेक करिए, सब्सक्राइब करिए, लाइक करिए। दोनों का ट्विटर प्रोफाइल से मैंने भी टैग करा हुआ है इन द डिस्क्रिप्शन। फॉलो देम ऑन ट्विटर एज वेल, ठीक है। बिफोर वी बिगिन आई जस्ट क्विकली से हेलो टू द चैट। मेरे को 5 मिनट देना। एजेंडा इज वेरी मच सिंपल, 1 घंटे का स्ट्रीम है मैक्स, ठीक है, क्योंकि सबका बिजी शेड्यूल है। 4 पॉइंट्स हम लोग पे बात करेंगे। One is United making an improved bid for Mbeumo. Second is Ekitike, Hugo Ekitike to Liverpool. Third being Newcastle to go for Wissa, perhaps. ये हो गया 3 major talking points, and at the last 15-20 minutes what we'll do is we will assess all the signings that all Premier League clubs have made so far this summer, and we'll just have a take कि किसका विंडो सबसे अच्छा रहा है so far. All right, so this is the agenda for today. सबको मैं हेलो बोल देता हूँ पहले। रेक्स वेलकम, अर्नव वेलकम भाई, हर्षित भाई वेलकम, प्रथमेश वेलकम ब्रो, लाला जी बिग फैन सर, बिग फैन। लाला इज डूइंग tremendously well. कल का स्ट्रीम में लाला had like 110 120 watches at a given point of time. I was like कि लाला फोड़ रहा है यार, nice stuff man. And it's hard to get hold of लाला by the way. मैं उसको पिंग करूं तब देखता हूं कि वो खुद का स्ट्रीम सेटअप करके रखा हुआ है। लाइक छोड़ो उसको, वो नहीं
लाला
आएगा।
आजकल स्काउटिंग में बहुत बिजी है, अंडर कवर है पूरा. लाला का एक्चुअल आइडेंटिटी लाला नहीं है, कुछ और ही है. ये हम लोग को है ना झूठ बोल रहा है, इसका नाम कुछ और ही है.
राइट, कृषानु वेलकम वेलकम। पिंकॉट बॉट काम नहीं कर रहा है, बॉट इज ऑफलाइन, नो वरीज, कर लेंगे। रस्टी ब्रो वेलकम, ट्रेसी वेलकम, और प्रमोदिनी वेलकम, विप्रा वेलकम भाई, कृषानु को मैंने वेलकम बोल दिया था। दिनेश वेलकम, उज्जवल भाई, उत्कर्ष भाई, गौरव वेलकम वेलकम सबको, रुपेश, आई थिंक दैट इज ऑल। ओके, लेट्स Let's begin. So, what's happening? What's happening? मेरे को एक before we deep dive into the Mbeumo situation, what is happening at United? I know Cunha वाला deal बहुत early हो गया था, before even the Club World Cup had started. ठीक है, and before even the Club World Cup had started, हम लोग को news ये भी मिल गया था कि Mbeumo का deal होने वाला है. All right, क्लब वर्ल्ड कप हो गया, स्टार्ट हो गया, खत्म हो गया, ठीक है, ट्रॉफी बढ़ गई. प्री सीजन टूर इज अबाउट टू स्टार्ट फॉर बोथ आप लोग का क्लब भी एंड आवर्स. आई थिंक योर्स इज स्टार्टिंग फ्रॉम सैटरडे इफ आई एम नॉट रॉन्ग, इजंट इट?
19.
स्वीडन में आप लोग खेल रहे हो, इजंट इट? लीड्स, वेस्ट हैम एंड समबडी एल्स आई एम मिसिंग. सो
Everton.
क्या है समर टारगेट्स? What is the overall mood like at United? I know थोड़ा obviously it's not very एकदम से pleasant, आप लोग शायद नहीं बोलेंगे, but still what is the overall mood and what is the overall setting? अभी कैसा, मतलब क्या चल रहा है? अनिमेश प्लीज.
यार मूड जेन्युइनली देखो, मैं रियलिस्टिकली सम अप कर दूं. मूड बहुत गुस्सा नहीं है मेरे में, तो इतना गुस्सा नहीं है. ना ही मैं आउटरेजियसली इधर अपसेट हूँ. मैंने ये एक्सेप्ट किया था बहुत टाइम पहले. मैंने नेथन के साथ भी ये बात की थी. नेथन ने मुझे एक अच्छा सा पॉइंट बोला था अबाउट इनियोस की, उनको मालूम था. एंड मैं नेथन को उसका पॉइंट बोलने दूंगा बिकॉज़ इट्स अ वेरी वैलिड पॉइंट. मेरे दिमाग में एक क्लॉक ये सेट बैठ गया था कि ये ही होने वाला है और इधर तक ही होगा. तो मुझे मतलब शौक इस लग रहा है थोड़ा, बट हम लाइक उसमें भी क्या शौक है, यही तो चालू हो रहा है, राइट? बट मैं एक चीज बोलूंगा जो मैंने कल मेरे स्ट्रीम में बोला था कि हम बूमो को लेके आए, उसके भाई बहन को लेके आए, वॉटकिंस को लेके आए, टीलमेंस को लेके आए, मार्टिनेस को लेके आए भी, अभी इट विल नॉट मैटर एनीमोर. क्योंकि जो लेवल लिवरपूल और सिटी ने रेस किया ये विंडो में, और आर्सेनल ने फाइनली जो लेवल रेस किया है, यूनाइटेड अभी भी आप लोगों से 4 साल पीछे थी. और अब शायद ये सब साइनिंग आने के बाद भी अज्यूम करो कि वॉटकिंस और मार्टिनेस जैसे भी आते हैं, हम तो भी 5 साल पीछे ही रहेंगे अभी. सो इट डज नॉट मैटर एनीमोर कि वी साइन इस प्लेस और नॉट. अभी एक रियलिटी चेक जो मुझे एक्सपेक्ट था वही हुआ है. मैं वही टेम्परामेंट में अटका. मैं बोला ठीक है, होगा तो होगा ये 2-3-4 साल. देखो विवेक भाई, मैं सिंपल बात करता हूँ. जब भी कोई एक पोजीशन वेकेट करता है ना, कुदरती है कि किसी को आके वो पकड़ना है. आर्सेनल 5-6 साल पहले मीडियोकर थी, बराबर,
राइट,
बिफोर आर्टेटा केम. आर्सेनल ने वो पोजीशन वेकेट करके जंप मारा, टेबल पे जंप मारा, तो वो खाली पड़ा था, तो किसी को तो जाना था नीचे. चेल्सी का एक वैक्यूम आया 2 सीजन का, बट चेल्सी जो भी किया वो लोग ने किया. यूनाइटेड टेकन द प्लेस. इट इज अ साइकिल ऑफ फुटबॉल. अब यूनाइटेड का टर्न है टू बी एब्सोल्युटली मीडियोकर एंड वी आर एक्टिंग लाइक इट. इट इज व्हाट इज एक्सपेक्टेड अनफॉर्चुनेटली, व्हिच इज व्हाट हर्ट्स. कि रियली चलो हाँ आ गए यहाँ पे. अभी फ्लैश लाइन्स है, रियलिस्टिकली हेडलाइंस है, एंड दैट इज व्हाट इट इज. एक्सेप्टेंस.
Okay, acceptance. We'll put a pin on that. Nathan, आपका क्या take है? What is your take on this
So
entire?
I'll preface by saying that it's going to be negative. For people who don't want to listen, I would say tune off for the next 2-3 minutes.
पहले सब्सक्राइब कर देना विवेक को प्लीज. विवेक को
Subscribe to all of
करके
us
निकलना.
and then tune out for the next 2-3 minutes.
Right.
So basically, I gave Animesh a bunch of points. I don't know which point he's talking about, but I'm sure I'll address all of them. The first thing is, we were told by Nice fans in advance that these people are shit. Let's just use the right words, because that's what it looks like after 18 months. Okay, so we didn't believe it because we were quote unquote oppressed by other owners who now suddenly seem to actually be better than the football side owners we currently have, which I never actually in my life thought I would say. There's actually substantial evidence to prove that these people do not know what they're doing to an extreme extent now.
Okay.
There's that. I have not been surprised for a longest time because I don't believe anything anyone says anymore. It's the manager, the players. The only person, I'll tell you honestly, and they'll call me a simp for it, and I couldn't give a shit. The only person I believe that says anything that is valuable in our club is Bruno Fernandes. The managers have lied to us. The management has lied to us. Other players have lied to us. Journalists have lied to us. Pundits have lied to us. There's only one person I would believe if he did an interview. I don't care. I don't care if his hands are tied behind his back. No one told him to sign a new contract. No one told people to give wages. No one told you to inter-promote management to new positions after you sack someone, take gardening leave, sack him again. Like, there's only one person I believe in the club if he puts out a post, because he's the only one who has shown some kind of accuracy in whatever he is currently saying. For 18 months, I've been wanting Brian Mbeumo. The beginning of June, ask anyone on my stream will tell you. Someone even said Nathan's going to FPL captain him for 38 weeks. Like, if he signs for United. Like, I was so excited at the beginning of June. I was like, this is unreal. And it's just not turned out that way.
Right.
And if I'm being completely honest, I have not been surprised.
Okay.
I have not been surprised at all. I have predicted this to happen. People were telling me, man, we are going to make these sales, we're going to make those sales. 30 million Rashford, 40 million Garnacho, based on zero evidence. We have been on our own undervaluing our players. We have been undervaluing our players on our own without any help, by doing very, very nefarious things like having leaks out of, find a new club and my goalkeeping coach is better than you. And everyone will blame those players because it is the fashionable thing. But we have also shot ourselves in the foot, and that is a fact. And now when we can't sell those players for the monetary value we are asking for, we forget the factors that has caused the undervaluation of the players. And believe me when I tell you, everybody is going to be accountable next season. I've never ever done match reviews. I've done a handful in 4 years. Every week I'm going to grill whoever's necessary, and I don't give a shit anymore. Because I am actually, that's how fed up I am.
अच्छा, but very quickly, Nathan का screen freeze हो गया क्या?
Yeah, hold on a second. I'll just come back.
Yeah.
मुझे इंटरप्ट नहीं करना था उसके पॉइंट को, बट
he was मैं उनका फ्लो भी बिगाड़ना नहीं चाहता था, but yeah, excellent points यार. But to adding on top to that, Annie bro, आप मेरे को ये बताओ, would winning that Europa वाला final, would it have made a difference somewhat?
नो
आपको लगता है?
नहीं, देखो प्रॉब्लम यही आता था कि इवेंचुअली दिस वाज अनदर वे. अगर जो आप जेन्युइनली बिलीव करते हो, दिस इज द नैरेटिव दैट इफ यू फॉलो मेजॉरिटी ऑफ द फैंस जो बिलीव करते हैं कि इनियोस इनकॉम्पिटेंट है या यूनाइटेड इज इनकॉम्पिटेंट इन डीलिंग विद सर्टेन थिंग्स, तो चैंपियंस लीग फुटबॉल आने के बाद और पैसा आने के बाद भी वी वुड हैव बीन बुलीड फॉर वेजेस, वी वुड हैव बीन बुलीड फॉर दिस थिंग. सो आई डोंट थिंक विनिंग द यूरोपा नाउ क्लियरली matters in terms of how quickly we got players. एक ही फर्क पड़ता कि अगर जो बूमो को 8 वीक के बाद लाएंगे तो बूमो को हम 3 हफ्ते में ले लेके आते. So we could have probably negotiated better. हम शायद एक डिलैप का बैकअप ले सकते थे much faster. Clearly you need to believe that Delap was a 30 million player and you didn't have a backup for a 30 million player. So that's where the difference would have come for me only in terms of कि आप थोड़ा और aggressive बन सकते थे, but I can tell you guaranteed कि in terms of how bad our financial position is, forget the PSR report जो 1 महीने पहले आया था कि we are 8th in the table and all that, it does not matter. It is 8th in the table this year. Going into one more window, अगर जो हम ये sales नहीं करते, अगर tell you one thing Vivek bhai, as a neutral fan you have seen, would getting us Champions League helped us selling these guys faster? Because their bonuses would have kicked in. Rashford, Sancho, everybody would have earned more at United to stay. Casemiro का भी wages बढ़ जाता with Champions League football. It would have been harder to get rid of them. Right? These are things that people don't talk about. They talk about नहीं ये actually clause नहीं बनी है. Clause वही है. Adidas भी आपको ज़्यादा पैसा देती थी, वही बात करते सब लोग. अरे we didn't finish in Champions League football, Adidas का पैसा चला गया. अरे भाई but इन लोगों के wages भी बढ़ जाते हैं ना playing in Champions League football. वही है ना, clauses हर जगह activate होते हैं. So in terms of जो reserves की बात करें तो I would say चलो there will be some more reserves क्योंकि you are counting कि next year at least आपको 70-75 million pounds आता है. थोड़ा deep जाओगे तो relatively deep, maybe knockout like round of 16 तक, right? Up and down match day tickets, United in Champions League, you would make more money at Old Trafford. But in general, it would have not helped to get rid of the deadwood. So the deadwood is not going Vivek by पैसा कहाँ से आ रहा है? So you would have wrapped up Mbeumo faster and Cunha तो वैसे भी आने वाला था. शायद चलो एक और प्लेयर आ जाता मिड प्राइस एट 30 मिलियन, But these guys are not going to go anywhere faster either, and that's where the problem is. It's not about not winning the Europa final. So Europa final, agar jo aap believe karo, what did Amorim tell you when he took over? In October, he said कि अगर जो मैं कप कोई जीत जाता हूँ और नेक्स्ट ईयर हम यही पोजीशन में होते तो आप मुझे भी निकाल दोगे, मैं निकल जाऊंगा. तो वही होता था कि यूरोपा अरे जीत गए, चलो Amorim is going to go into this window and going to do everything, destroy, he's going to train this team. United fans are now got a hard check कि भाई कुछ नहीं मिला इसको, प्रीसीजन चालू होने वाला है, he's going to most likely get signings end of July or August first week. मतलब वो तैयार नहीं होंगे till the international break into 2 which is October first week, which means तेरे 6 गेम वीक चले गए. 6 गेम वीक चले गए, हमारे 5 मैच देखो कौन से, starting with the first match. Now this reality check with your question, Champions League money, yeah, winning it, would it have helped? Not like I said, to wrap up 2 players, it's not going to help you get rid of these players. So people are saying that the funds would be available to
So
do what?
What is the other option that you have then? अगर आप बोल रहे हो कि that अगर वो help नहीं करता आपको, तो what is the next option, best option that you have currently at your disposal?
When you're already in the doldrums and you're so shit, right? And I know कि club का financial सब low है, exactly everything else. You reach out to players and you can terminate their contract and you pay out of pocket. वैसे भी reserves कम है ना. Get them off your books. You're not going to get money for them. You're like, oh, but you won't get money for them. We will at least wait for 30 million. Well, no one's coming.
So at least तो आपके पास वो पैसा रहता ना to pay off their contracts and get rid of them. At least वो कर सकते थे आप.
Basically,
we have already paid all the undesirables 3 weeks salary.
How many undesirables do you have currently?
All of them. They can all fuck off.
Top 5. Realistically,
5 right now.
Okay. Sancho, Rashford,
Garnacho,
Malacia, and
Anthony.
What about Casemiro? It's not in the undesirables.
देखो उसका एक clearly package आ गया था end of Europa final only कि उसको रहना है यहाँ पे, या आप उसको terminate कर दो contract तो चला जाएगा, या उसका 1 साल बाकी है, उसका +1 आप extend नहीं दोगे obviously. And Amorim is like भाई use करते हैं इसको, 38 matches है उसमें से I can use him for 18 matches. Mentality तो है. So he is the least problematic from all of these other guys, right? So when we say कि चलो Champions League में आते हैं और यूरोपा जीतते तो पैसा आता, हम वापस यूनाइटेड फैंस यही दिक्कत में रह जाते हैं, यही हमारा साइकिल चालू रहता है. अरे यार नाउ वी कैन गो, वी गॉट 100 million. नो, इट्स नॉट गोइंग टू हैपन. इट डज नॉट वर्क दैट वे. It does not work that way. That this would have helped you so much more. We would have definitely gone and got Gyökeres. मैं ये पढ़ रहा हूँ कि Gyökeres आ जाता along with Mbeumo. यार कैसे, कितना पैसा guaranteed है upfront next year Champions League का? कुछ upfront तो नहीं आता है ना. It is potentially attracting suitors. आपके मैनेजर ने बोला I don't want players who are coming for Champions League. So as for Amorim, nothing changes in terms of players he was going to get. All that changes the timeline of getting them. Sure, that's a big factor. But sorry तो लंबा चला गया. But again, it would have not helped selling these players. Nathan knows this. कौन लेगा उनका fees? They get the bigger bonus, right, for playing in Champions League, for helping them qualify in Champions League.
Okay. I'll take some comments quickly.
I just sent you a message. If you can put it up on Twitter, I just sent you what I reposted. Just have a look.
Hang on.
At least everyone else is having fun. At least everyone else is having fun at our expense.
I'll share this. Hang on. So guys, this is Nathan's profile again. ठीक है, दोनों का profile tagged है description में. Guys, check them out. Follow them on Twitter. Okay. This is Nathan, and what he's saying is, कौन सा वाला? This tweet.
Yeah.
We are Domino's. They keep on doing this. Yeah. We have delivered this many pizzas. 7-5. It sounds like my phone number.
I can't even read that number. That's how funny it is.
Since United started trying to sign him, damn man. Okay.
752,599,483 pizzas. हमको भी दे देते इधर यार, किसी के साथ भेज देते 9 घंटे की फ्लाइट में. ठंडा चलता है. डोमिनोज वैसे भी कौन गरम खाता है?
Right. United player have high wages. Yes. Very difficult time for United as whole, not only sportingly but as an institution too. Whom were you talking about? Who is least problematic? I think we're talking about Bruno Fernandes and Amorim as a whole, I think. Which brings me to the next question. Harshit ne bola कि it's so hard on Amorim also. He's really feeling the heat. Before that, I wanted to say thanks to Anshuman, the United Road, for this contribution. Bhai, check out Anshuman ka channel, the United Road. He's a much bigger creator than me. ठीक है, daily content, daily hustle, daily grind, hardworking creator. Check him out as well. Thanks for this contribution, भाई. Mbeumo की खुशी में 200 रुपए. चलो ठीक है भाई. कुछ आलू प्याज ग्रोसरीज कुछ हो जाएगा कल. And हर्षित का contribution मेडवे की खुशी में. I think it's going to be announced tomorrow. But anyway, let's not deviate from the topic. Harshit, thanks for this contribution. Very quickly, before we move on from United and Mbeumo, 2 questions. Okay. Milind, welcome, bhai. What are the wages of Cunha and Amorim? What's the wages of Cunha, by the way? I'm not aware.
240.
180 now was the last thing. 240
Wasn't it? Was it 180?
Bonuses मिला के
180 and then 180 plus he's got certain bonus clauses अगर जो I don't want to
I understand. ठीक है. What's your take on Amorim? मतलब आप you guys are prepared कि मतलब to sit this entire season out with him? Regardless of आप लोग का अच्छा regardless of how the transfer window pans out, ठीक है, forget मतलब मान लो कि transfer window खत्म हो गया है and आप लोग का जो भी objectives था, whatever your season targets were, let's say, they have all been met transfers wise, ठीक है. Let's say you wanted to get rid of X number of players, you wanted to bring in X number of players, promote X number of players, loan in, loan out X number of players, let's say, ठीक है. All are tick mark green, ठीक है. Now let's say, what is your season target? What is the bare minimum and उसके ऊपर क्या है? मतलब what would you classify as being कि नहीं, this is Amorim's system working, this is our club back on trajectory? What are your targets, objectives for the entire season basically? Nathan, आप बताओ.
Good. I'll go first. I think Animesh is going to be much more positive than me. It's a good call. To be honest with you, if we got everything I wanted out of it, I have decided, it's against my better judgment, but I've been called negative on so many channels and on Twitter that I've decided to give positivity a try, even though it's not realistic. So
That's fine. Go on. Yeah.
I've decided to ride out with him if we finish in the top 10. If we don't fit, if we fit top 10, if we get 1 point, and I mean it seriously, if we are 11th by 1 point, I'm going to nuke his ass. I'm going to learn Portuguese so I can say it in Portuguese by the end of May. I'm being dead serious. I'm tired of his excuses. He's saying Onana is a good leader. He's saying this guy is good, that guy is good. Like, I can't deal with it. Onana couldn't lead a sheep to a farm. Okay. He couldn't lead a thirsty man to a river. He couldn't lead anything to anywhere. He would be the worst Boy Scout in the history of planet Earth. Okay.
But Nathan, आप बोल रहे हो top 10. You're not targeting top 8.
Top 10. No, why would I do that? So I can look like a moron. No, thank you. No, I'm not. I have my own pride. I don't really care about Ruben Amorim's pride, if I'm being very frank with you, because he's going to bounce in 2 years and I'm still going to be here. So that's just how it is. Top 10, 1 point out, he's gone. I want to see players actually improve. For the last 6 months, people were saying, how is he supposed to improve players in 3 games a week? We don't have 3 games a week. There's no excuses. I put forward a very simple point. At the beginning of last season, we strengthened our squad by buying 5 players. No matter what you think about finishing 8th, we strengthened our squad. If you look at it on paper, before a ball was kicked, strengthened our squad by September 1st. We have finished 7 places below. And people had all kinds of excuses for him. And I am going to say only one simple thing. No one told him to sign the goddamn contract. And I don't give a shit what anyone says. That's a fact.
Okay.
No one told him to sign this contract. No one forced him to come to United. It's very obvious to me this job would have been there if he joined last month. Let's call a spade a spade.
Okay.
So that's it. If he doesn't improve, which he has currently not improved any players, by the way, that's also a fact. If he doesn't improve players and we don't finish in top 10, I want him gone. And I don't care because we are not going to get all his players in 18 months. It's a very unrealistic thing that fans think that Ruben Amorim was going to get his own players by 18 months. How? We have 22 players that never have played the system. He was never going. There is no coach in the last 13 years have had their own players ever since the previous manager got sacked. Why should Ruben Amorim be special? Because everyone's fed up of the players. That's not how life works. Did Unai Emery have Arsene Wenger players? He did, right? Did Arteta have Unai Emery players? He did, right? So it took him 5 years to get rid of everyone. I think he almost finally got rid of everyone from the prior regime finally. 5 years. They want in 18 months to have us a clear out. So if we don't clear out every year, it's not Amarim's fault. No one told him to sign. No one asked him to sign. He couldn't do it. Ashworth was right in the end, as disgusting as that might sound. I hate Gareth Southgate like you wouldn't believe. Like you wouldn't believe. Animesh knows. Like you wouldn't believe how much I hate him. And I bet you right now, dollars to donuts, we would have finished higher than Ruben Amorim with Gareth Southgate. And that's really saying something. And that's horrifying to me. Horrifying.
Had ETH stayed, I think you would have fared much
You'd
better.
finish higher. Of course, it's a fact. No one wants to admit it.
That is so not a debate only. That is
no,
not a
but
debate.
you say that, Animesh, but people do not want to acknowledge that at all
Yeah,
because they're like,
they don't-
he's
yeah.
gone now. Yeah, it's like he's gone now. Look at all the damage he did. He did
No,
the
but
damage. He did the
whatever.
most damage. He did the most
But did he?
damage, especially
Like
to
I
my
said,
heart.
yeah.
But
But that's the
Krishano,
thing,
can you
right?
repeat this question, please? Krishano, एक बार question. अच्छा, Krishano का question है कि by the way, why is United going for Emi Martinez? He's good, but he's 33 years old.
Anya
Savage
Milinkovic
was
Savic.
available. Yeah, let Animesh finish his point and then we'll answer this question, Krishano. Thanks for the question, by the way. हाँ, Animesh, please continue.
नहीं,
आप
मैंने
बोल रहे
वही
थे।
बोला था कि एक मैंने जब ये हमारा स्ट्रीम था, राइट, दैट्स व्हेन वी डिड द स्ट्रीम, द डार्क स्ट्रीम, आई कॉल्ड इट टू सुनील ने एक चीज मुझे बोला था कि अगर जो आप रैशफोर्ड को निकालोगे नहीं तो हाउ डू यू नो लाइक अ लेआउट एंड ऑल वोंट वर्क आउट, दिस स्टार्ट ऑफ द सीजन, ओके, एंड हिज पॉइंट वाज राइट. If you don't take out players and we are so attached to them, how do you know someone else can't thrive? And I told him, you're right. There is no this year of that you're knowing for sure. मैंने तभी बोला था start of the season, August last year, I will give Rashford one more year. Let's see what he can do under Ten Hag. ठीक है? Because we've seen him under Ten Hag in the first season as well, Rashford का. You see the numbers, it was there for it. This was that time. फिर आया जब Ten Hag को sack किया. See, I'll tell you, wrap this up very quickly. Ten Hag, did he deserve to get sacked? Of course, he was not able to get the results. Number 2, Amad Diallo, a gold gem waiting in the wings, being ignored. Kovar, who was supposed to be very good.
My keeper. I don't like this bum. He's a bum. He couldn't wipe his shoes. Everyone that said we needed a new goalkeeper, shame on y'all. Shame on y'all.
Bayern, उसको Leverkusen जाने दिया. He won the league in Leverkusen. Just saying. Not that he was the star man. Just as anyway.
But he won the Czech league. He won the Czech league when he came on loan.
Yeah.
At
So
Slavia Prague.
all of these things are isn't ठीक है. He's done some egregious things. But यही चीज आती है. Tying up to Nathan's point. He never said I want Anthony for 100 million. When he joined, he told his players, I like Lisandro Martinez. I like Anthony. He's available for 35 million right now because he knew the deal. He was the manager.
Yeah.
United being United, right? Going back to the time of David Moyes, उसको उसके पहले window में Glazers were like, let's just be cheap. We don't think Moyes is going to succeed anyway. Let's get him Fellaini on deadline day. This has been a pattern since the day Sir Alex Ferguson left. I am not going to Sir Alex Ferguson. I'm talking about the pattern has not changed, Vivek bhai. In the last 13 years, it has gotten slowly and slowly worse. ठीक है? So now we find ourselves कि आपने manager को निकाल दिया mid-season. Now, like Nathan said, no one told him to take the contract. Ineos told him, look, we want you. Otherwise, FO, we are not going to take you in this thing. Now, we don't know what would have happened. Chalo, he took the contract. I would only say this. तभी मैंने ये stream में बोला था, I'm saying the same now. जब we sacked Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, Ralph Rangnick came over, he said Eric Ten Hag is going to be the man. तभी there were names around. When Ten Hag was on the verge of being sacked, there were names around. ठीक है? They were like, chalo, there is Ruben Amorim, Liverpool links, etc. Eddie Howe, शायद disgruntled है. You know, Newcastle, maybe could have maybe poached him because they were not doing well last year. Now they finished in Champions League. After Amorim, there are no names coming out. It is now a dark pit. In that dark pit, you have someone sitting on the sidelines free, who are Michael Carrick, ex-player. We go back to that feel-good factor reset of Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Now, I'm not saying look at the past, get Solskjaer back. I hate all of that crap also, including Ten Hag. मैं factually मेरे तरफ से बोल रहा कि मैंने कैसे ये सब समझा है. Chronology in my mind. I would say no matter what happens, give Amorim 2 years. Not to build his squad. It is a simple fact that I want to see how bad can we really get, not worse than this. We only go up. And I'm saying if you don't give a guy 2 years and you want to get Michael Carrick in and suddenly he's going to make the team play counter-attacking football and get results for you, we will be like, yeah, Carrick, 3-year contract. Suddenly he gets a 3-year contract. We lose 5 games in a row. We suddenly
But
slip
as a
out.
local lad शायद हो भी सकता है, मतलब थोड़ा इम्प्रूवमेंट ला भी सकता था.
हाँ, तो देखा ना ओले में देखा ना क्या हुआ थर्ड सीजन में, क्या हुआ, नॉट ऑफिशियल थर्ड सीजन बट क्या हुआ. Fans have become fickle and impatient for right reasons of absolute shithousing in terms of off the field and on the field marriage of bullshit combined, right? Convenient marriage. But getting rid of the manager is the distraction that is keeping this hate fuel going. Get out the players that we finally get out, right? This one thing I disagree with Vivek by. Deadwood. You can't have 10 years of Deadwood. Daley Blind was not Deadwood, but he was spoken about Deadwood as by fans called him Deadwood. Darmian was not Deadwood. They were players signed for a specific manager's way of playing. Look at Darmian playing in Serie A right now. Would he have the longevity in United? No, of course not. But they were bought in a system in mind. They're not dead. Every player who's from the previous manager is not a Deadwood player. ये तो हमारा Deadwood
Blind भी अच्छा किया Girona में, he did well also.
But last United fans, they call everybody Deadwood. Everybody's Deadwood for them. Because these are narratives that are being fed to us. I'm saying simply put now. Forget the fact कि तू उसको player दे दे कि नहीं दे Amorim को. Let's come here next. Let's come here in this exact same situation. Like you said, with everybody in, I say we finish nothing higher than 7th.
Okay.
And I will take it. Because I am not saying the players are worth finishing 7th. ये थोड़े जो players है with the right setup could be players who would be in a top 5 team. But there is no way in hell these guys are top 3 mentality. Is it the club's fault that we are in doldrums? सबकी mentality गिर गई है. अभी वो argument करेंगे तो 3 घंटा चाहिएगा. Factually, whatever the reason is why Rashford has become the way he is, या Garnacho thinks he's better than the club, जो भी है, whatever they think, pull everything out. The guy who's there, let him do his job. If he is...
Yeah, but may I push back a little, Animesh? That does not give him the right to lie to us. That Onana take was absolutely dreadful. You can't even take that seriously. In the Lyon game, everyone remembers it to this day. There was a back pass cutting in, and he was screaming at Maguire to leave the ball. Maguire just slammed the ball out, looked at him, and he just put his hand up like, you can't possibly tell me he's a leader of a locker room. Dude, there is nothing that oozes leadership out of him. Maybe his hairstyle. I don't even know if it's a good one.
But then there is these two-factor things.
But he can also say nothing, na? You know what people were telling me? People were saying
that is
but Amorim should not say anything, na? That's my point. My point is Amorim doesn't need to say these things.
He can't just be.
And I think it is a way of promoting somebody's confidence back up. Basically,
Yeah.
it's a corporate thing. It's a corporate thing.
Then where was that same energy for the 60-year-old goalkeeping coach energy? Bro, that's why I'm saying I'm not doing this as an attack. I'm like, if this season itself is a contradiction, you walk down the line and he says different things about different players. When it's zero consistency. To call Andre Onana a leader, is actually insulting to my intelligence. To say I like him, to say he's a good lad, to say he's a senior player, I can accept all these things because it's actually true. To say he's a leader when no one trusts him at all, come on, man. We aren't that stupid. I'm sorry. You can play back your whole life. You can, bro. Come on, man. You want to hear the conspiracy theory? He didn't have the balls to show up for that Fiorentina match, dude. Because believe me, we were going to get cooked in our own ground. Believe me. That's the best conspiracy theory I can think of this season. He didn't have the balls to show up for that Fiorentina match, dude. Get ready.
Right. Okay. हम लोग बहुत अंदर चले गए. Okay. Coming back to Mbeumo. मेरा question है कि before I forget. Yes. My question was, do you think you guys went? Obviously, he's a good player to have in your ranks. He elevates your squad. He elevates your team. One of the few forwards who is on form. He rarely misses a game. We know what he brings to the table. उसके strengths क्या हैं? Yada. 20 Premier League goals मारा for the first time. Brentford are looking to sell. But do you think that United went a bit overboard with this pursuit of Mbeumo? At some point of time, किसी को आके बोलना चाहिए था कि भाई नहीं, they are being too greedy. Let's put a hard stop at this particular figure. and let's not go beyond this. Maybe वो 70 वाला figure जो अभी bid हुआ है, जो reports are coming out, maybe inside that figure you could have perhaps squeezed in one more player. Let's say somebody like a Kepa for a keeper or something, or maybe a Norgard even perhaps from Mbeumo. He would have elevated your squad. Would you
हाँ,
guys?
but assumption यही है विवेक भाई कि उन लोग को आना था ना स्क्वाड में. We assume that these guys wanted to come. While हमने ये बहुत बात किया कि United has a pull. While it does have certain pull, you can't deny it. But the pull is of players who are a certain legacy in their own mentality, where they look at Liverpool a certain way, they look at United a certain way, and despite Man City being Man City, these kind of players will never join Man City for whatever reasons. You understand what I'm saying, Vivek bhai? वो आर्सेनल को आएंगे, सब जाएंगे, but सिटी नहीं जाएंगे. एक legacy mentality उनको उनके purview of Premier League football. Now that is that. Now a Norgard would definitely not want to come to United. He knows his level, right? And I know what a Norgard would want, right? आपने Brentford देखा है.
Yeah, just give a random example. Somebody who is like a cheaper bracket में, let's say 10-15 million वाला, वैसे मैं बोल रहा हूँ.
You said Mbeumo, I heard Schneider. You said Mbeumo, I heard Frankie De Jong. United की ये pattern रही है to build this up, to go in for this player who they think fans want. It's a very big commercial game, which is why I tell you that Louis Van Gaal, for all the hate he got, bang on when he said ये Hollywood club है. ये Hollywood club भी बन रहा है और बना है. Nothing has changed about it. This is all part of that ecosystem of we are giving the fans what you want. Larry, look, the manager didn't do it. We though got him this player. We went all out. We stuck to principles. See, I can do one thing, Vivek bhai. Somewhere down the line, 6 months from now, because United है ना, the truth will come out. कि United actually were not the jokers. क्योंकि बहुत बार आता है these clarifications Athletic puts up in the small article and the criticism is a big article. United actually got it down from 85 million down to 65 million plus 5. वो truth होगा. But they will say we overpaid by 15 million. Respectfully in a window, is this United's fault कि we didn't wrap it up in the first 3 weeks before the other deals happened? Maybe. आप वो बोल सकते हो. That's what Nathan said. Wrap it up. But in a window where Noni Maduoke is 52 million, respectfully, in a window where Ilanga is 55 million, in
Goodbye,
a window
by the
where
way.
Elanga and Kudus are good buys in my opinion.
Yeah, but they are not.
But in a window where, for example, अभी Ipswich ने हाल ही में they rejected Brentford's bid for Omari Hutchinson for 35 million because the structure of the deal was.
Look at where the window is gone. Look at where the window is gone.
Exactly. तो अगर Omari Hutchinson के लिए 35 is apparently not enough. How do you explain Noni Madueke 55 and Mbeumo at 70? It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. Do you think there will eventually come a point wherein we'll have these kind of metrics which will say कि नहीं यार एक player का worth इतना ही at max होना चाहिए and not beyond this? Do you see this happening in near future? No, right?
Nathan and I wish we can do a prayer circle together. लेकिन हमको बिलीव किया गया था by Ineos का top hierarchy कि वो लोग best of the best hire कर रहे हैं to cap this. Now Wilcox को promotion दे दिया because they are like clearly you do a better job than Ashworth. Again, the fact that they hired Ashworth based on what interview and then they realized 4 months later actually we don't align. I don't know what the happened in that interview. You realize after 4 months they don't align. Anyway. So I would understand कि because there are certain things Nathan agrees कि Wilcox with Vivell बहुत ही अच्छे prudent youth signings किए हैं जो सिटी ने किया था 8 साल पहले. So we're doing that right Vivek bhai. So I understand ये long term Ineos का build these players and sell them. It's a rip off of the City model and Chelsea model combined and hope for the successor Liverpool under Klopp of the last 6 years. This is the thing that they want to do. Problem is आप एक विचार लो और do it that way. Don't look at all your rivals and ape them. You got Berardi. He is good for something. You know exactly क्या है. उसको आप बोलोगे सिटी के पास when he had a war chest, literally a war chest. यहाँ पे आप उसको देख रहे हो कि भाई मेरे बिल्डिंग में सब रहते हैं 5-6 माले पे सबके बैंक अकाउंट कंबाइन करके भी उससे कम पैसा है बराडा के पास to spend. So then it comes to the fact that you have done these showpiece signings to again fool us. If the money is not there. What is the point of the expertise if the money is not there for them to do their magic? पैसे के बिना दुनिया नाचती तो नहीं है. So like you said, is that cap been set? Clearly not. Very evidently not. After all the promises.
Right. Okay, so that was the first and major talking point of our agendas of our today's meetings agenda, which is United making an improved bid for Mbeumo. I hope that they accept it. I think ये हो जाएगा eventually. Um, okay, realistically speaking, before we move away from the United wala segment, do you see any more incomings? If so, how many? Give me a number, Nathan. 1, 2, 3. You already got a couple, so uske baad.
Oh God. Two or three. If we don't get rid of Onana, it's just crimes against humanity this season.
When is he back, by the way?
Who
Onana?
cares? I want him gone. I don't want him back. Who gives a shit? Don't even talk to me about the goalkeeper. Like, I honestly couldn't give a
Alright.
shit. Like, zero.
All right. ठीक है.
And we
Animesh,
sold
bata.
Carreras. We sold Carreras, and everyone is trolling me because I've been wanting Alvaro Fernandez to start from 18 months ever
कुछ
since he
उसका
played our
उसका कोई
preseason.
sell-on clause था क्या?
Yeah, we get like $5, dude. Great. Let's move on.
I thought like
Fucking idiots.
10 million कुछ तो था.
Spend 20 million
man.
on Dogu.
अरे Nathan is completely मतलब खत्म
Bro,
उसका
I don't
होगा ना
have
chapter
bro
एकदम.
zero review, 3 reviews in 4 years of doing YouTube. No more. That's all I can say. No more. I have been criticized so badly for being positive. This last 2 months I've been on a tirade. No, people are saying, why are you being so negative? For 4 years, when I didn't review, when I didn't rant, when I didn't say anything, there was no sympathy for me. The 2 months, no, that I've said something, no, I've been getting shit, which is brilliant. So I'll just continue. Yeah, might as well give someone something to watch.
Right. Plenty of words of encouragement and appreciation for Nathan, by the way. Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Suraj बोल रहे हैं we may get that Botafogo wala goalkeeper.
Actually.
Don't
Okay,
get too much
just for
hate
the
on
record.
Onana.
Sorry
You just
for
go and see
that
the match.
reaction.
Yeah.
Don't get too much hate on Onana.
Okay, moving on. Let's get Animesh's
Hold on. Before
opinion.
that, to answer Joao Victor's thing,
Yeah.
I read somewhere or heard something on another channel that he's 29 years old and he's only had 100 appearances. I don't know why people think we should go for Joao Victor at 29 years old. We have Vitek. Just use our goalkeepers, man. We finished 15th. This whole high and mighty bullshit we do is getting old. It's getting incredibly old. We sold Alvaro Fernandez and now we're selling Malacia, and he's worth more than Malacia. He was worth, before Malacia came in, he was worth more than Malacia. And people are like, he doesn't fit the system. I'm like, Eric Ten Hag absolutely ruined him to the point where he didn't want to come back. When he left initially, he's like, I'm looking forward to coming back. I wanted to play here. I was looking forward to it since Preston North End's loan spell. And now we have Dogu, where we spent double the money on. And now I'm watching my left back play for Real Madrid. And people are trolling me, the one who wanted him to play from preseason. I have been pushing him since I saw him with Mark Juarez, left back, right back. I remember it like it was yesterday. That's how much trauma I have. That was 2 years ago. That's how much trauma I have, dude. It was 2 years ago. And I remember who my left back and right back was in a preseason friendly. That's how bad it's been. And people will tell you, trust Amarim, trust Ten Hag. This guy is better. That guy is better. What rubbish are we talking about? Elanga went for 15 million from us, got developed by another team and got sold for 50 million.
Is this true, by the way?
And people,
No,
you know
no,
what's
yeah.
the worst thing? You know what's the worst thing? The worst thing is that, you know what? Just leave it. Just leave it.
Time to meditate.
Even-
Live stream meditation right now.
Bro,
1
I'm
minute of silence.
telling you, the people will say back the manager, no, like we are fish in the water, no, getting ready to get hunted down. We must have no opinion, no, because apparently we don't work for the club. Yet what we see, no, there's enough evidence, no, with your own eyesight, no, to tell you who's shit and who's not. And we have to sit there and pretend like we are idiots. If the players go, the managers go, the management goes, the bloody catering staff goes, and we are still watching every week, and yet we are the least knowledgeable people of our football club. How you explain to me, how is Malacia better than Alvaro Fernandez, and why is Malacia even played one game for our club? because Eric Ten Hag bought him from Feyenoord for 8 million and we can't even get rid of him. We bought him for 8 million on a 5-year deal and we can't sell him, dude. We can't sell him. 8 million. And people will tell you, have you seen Alvaro Fernandez train? I'm like, do I need to? Our left backs don't play football. Amrabat played for a left back. Collier played left back. Lindelof played left back. And people at Reguilon, who was the injury prone at Real Madrid, was injury prone at Tottenham Hotspurs, was injury prone at Brentford, came to replace our left backs for 6 months, and he got injured here. And they're telling you that Alvaro Fernandez is worse. They're looking at you dead in the eye and say, you know nothing. Trust Ten Hag. Bro, only idiots would trust people blindly after us getting screwed over for 13 years. Only idiots.
Yeah.
You are not a red devil just because you go like some fucking donkey, yeah? What, you don't have a brain or something? You don't have eyesight? Like, what's wrong with you? Amad Diallo sat on the bench looking at that bloody Brazilian Beyblade do spinneroonies or standing up, dude. Like, what's going on?
Fidget spinner.
But it is now. They see it comes to blind backing. There comes to reality. Like एक चीज होता है. Like I said, there's acceptance. There is reducing your lowering standards. बहुत बार बीच में ये हुआ था ना कि United fans have lowered their standards. They should be aiming at Liverpool and yeah, that's his full name. Yeah, that's
Full name.
they should be aiming at Liverpool and Man City. See, now that's delusion for a long time, which you understood what the problem was, right? Accepting where a club is starts with one. Jo Nathan ne bola agrees with what I was finishing my point from the start only, like he said. When I did the dark stream, I said once Amorim comes, he's the last manager I will try to back for manager over players because I'm the kind of guy legacy. I like over the bunch of players who team up with against a manager, these guys have done enough to show me that they're crap. At the same time, right? I can't be like I maintain this in the stream. But Sunil mujhe bola bahut baar ki there are you can't blame him. This is really bad. No, like I said, buddy, जब भी आपने आके gauntlet फेंका है in January end, saying कि it is okay, हम Premier League write off कर रहे हैं. That is my big problem, and I criticize him for it. A lot of people in my stream told me you're mad. You can't criticize him. This is what's wrong with United fans. But at the same time, I'm the one who defended him with the decision making. I'm giving you a very wholly realistic picture. जो मैं realistic ही रहता हूँ. You can criticize him for all these things because these are very gross errors. As United का manager, आप आके फेंक नहीं सकते पूरा season. अपने players को आप बोल नहीं सकते हो कि बाहर में जा दे Premier League. That's what essentially happened. Right? He said, we can't compete with this squad. ये squad के साथ compete नहीं कर सकते. इसलिए गर्नाचो को जैन में नहीं बेचा क्योंकि हमको एक ही player affordable नहीं था to let them go. So these are egregious things that I found, like how have we allowed him to do this? But at the same time, I go back to what I said, right? I cannot back any manager blindly anymore. But at the same time, I'm more different from Nathan. I will give him a bit more patience only for the whole season for one reason. What happened in terms of the ugliness, a transition off the football field, on the football field, is
very few encouraging signs as well. Yeah.
Exactly. It's gone. It has been downward trajectory. Upward to hai nahi yaar. So it has been the worst, right? And the amount of interviews everybody gives, this is unfortunately the part and parcel of United manager. जितना वो देगा वो पेप गार्डियोला 4 in a row जीतने के बाद भी नहीं दे सकता है. उसको पीपल को पड़ी नहीं है उसका सुनने के. हमारी पड़ी है कि हम आएंगे तो क्या एमोरिम बोलेगा आज, right? These are things that unfortunately any manager has to take up if they're United, including Amorim, anybody else. But at the same time, the ones who are calling players selfish, who are saying why don't they just leave? Why the fuck did the club give them a 300k contract then? Why should they wrap up a contract? मैं क्यों दे दूं भाई मेरा contract? Club ने मुझे दिया है. And this is what I'm saying. That the marriage of now we've come to the inflection point. Abhi it's come to the point कि player इतने ही है fuck all. क्या manager का system इतना change हुआ कि players moldable नहीं है? So Rashford is the exact victim, right, Vivek bhai, of a club changing too many managers, a young player who had potential, who got molded wrongly by all the managers for their convenience or a system for counter-attack. Stress fracture ho gaya, he's broken his back literally. And eventually he's realized that what the fuck have I done with my life? I'm stuck over here. I'm not going to win anything. Goes into a downward trajectory, starts missing training, listens to people off the field.
He didn't have anybody, a long-standing captain material वाला वो.
Exactly.
For example, like Ryan Giggs या फिर Scholes.
No one looked after him. None of our ex-players should have put
nobody. Yeah, I think that played a major factor as well.
He wants to stay now, and as much as angry as I am, I'm giving you. He's a victim. I mean, again, like I said, पूरा कान खोलो और सुनो. There are 2 points. It's a very big point. ये सब चीजें क्लब ने उसके साथ गलत की है, राइट? ये सब चीजें क्लब ने हर एक मैनेजर के साथ गलत की है। मरीनो ने फाइनली जो प्रेजेंटेशन दिया, मरीनो को एक्चुअली जब बैक करना था, they gave the guy a contract extension and sacked him 4 months later. So the club has done this to managers, it has done this to players. So this is the egregious side where the club is absolutely dumbassery in terms of the way it's run. On the flip side, Mourinho को दूध का धुला तो नहीं है, वो तो वैसे भी जाने वाला था 3 साल के बाद, राइट? लुई वैन हाल वाज द अल्टीमेट स्टेबिलिटी मास्टर, वो शायद 4 साल रह जाता ना तो थोड़ा अपवर्ड ट्रैजेक्टरी क्लब का और होता, बट गारंटी नहीं कि प्रीमियर लीग जिता देता, बट इट वुड हैव बीन समवॉट ऑफ अ, वी वुडंट बी डाउनवर्ड, वी वुड बी वेरी pragmatic in our football approach,
staying afloat basically.
Yeah, and then it comes to the other side. Why is Rashford not wanted to fight for his boyhood badge? He's getting paid enough for it. He's been rewarded for his performances. So live up to your contract, which also he didn't do ना. विला में जाके क्या किया? 4 मैच में जाके वो एक गोल मारा. Overall, what is the record? Nothing, right? So there is this in now point of, are the players really shit? All our managers are really over pipped up. हम तो eventually it comes down to what then? Nathan and Vivek bhai. Are we the fans also such a big problem? We hype up everything in desperation of ये हमारी ममता वो सब डाल देते इसमें, ये हमारा मसाया है, ये बचा लेगा, ये मैनेजर बचाएगा, ये प्लेयर बचाएगा, ये हमारा प्लेयर फॉकॉल है, इसको
do you think
बना दोगे?
lack of proper governance maybe is a contributing factor?
There is no governance.
There is no governance. Yeah, that is it.
Like not
And-
just from the backroom staff. मैं बोल रहा हूँ कि also from a dressing room point of view, on trainings, on player growth, mentorship.
Yeah.
वगैरह.
Now
this
I
aspect
don't know.
also.
I don't know if Animesh knows it because I'm sure he came back from work. But now apparently we are going to sell Dan Gore, who was our under 23s and reserve captain for the longest time. Should have got pushed with Kobe Menu but got injured. We're looking to sell Dan Gore. We're looking to sell Toby Collier, and that is the one position where we actually need to buy players. He doesn't even, apparently now we don't want to even use him in the squad this season. Yet Onana sits there, Bayandir sits there, Vitek is going everywhere and winning leagues, Kovar is going everywhere and winning leagues, and they are getting loaned again and again and again. And we have 2 sack of shit goalkeepers here, and we have a bunch of people just warming the bench for the experience. Today I read Toby Collier could be sold. I'm like, what's happening? We need pivot midfielders, and we are literally selling the players in the one position we actually need more than anything this season. We're selling those players.
And Vivell are the right people for the job. सबको मालूम है. Problem is, eventually they report to Barada and Ratcliffe. अगर जो suggestions दे रहे हैं वो लोग और accept नहीं हो रहा है, तो what's the point of getting Wilcox and Vivell also? Vivell को temporary 1 साल के लिए लाया था. Again you extended, cooked what at Villa? क्या cook किया?
नहीं, at least he showed up. He passed the eye test. If I put it mildly or something.
Yeah, but here's the thing: he passed the eye test because it's a different format.
That they said United was starving him.
थोड़ा दिखाया more कि हाँ मेरे को खेलने का मन है.
He justified us. Our reason of sending him away ना. हमारे लिए नहीं किया उसने. उधर जाके भागा, track back किया. हमारे लिए नहीं किया. Like I'm saying, he's not the victim. When someone said I said there are 2 sides exactly to the story. See the narrative fully for what it is, and then you be the judge.
Right. Okay, बहुत लंबा चला गया United segment, but it is all right. I have United fans with me, तो ये तो होना ही था. Next, those segments will complete in a flash basically, and then we'll move on to the final segment. So next up is Hugo Ekitike to Liverpool. The rumors are, getting very serious, okay? And which also is like a chain reaction kind of an effect, no? Which is also leading to the fact that Newcastle perhaps are now about to go for Wissa. What are your takes on this? Ekitike, do you think he's somebody who is who can elevate Liverpool? आपका क्या take है on Ekitike and or on this entire thing, on this Newcastle, Isaac, Ekitike, Liverpool, ये जो saga चल रहा है, it's all like a closed circle loop ना. What's your take on this? क्या लग रहा है कि yeah, Nathan, go ahead.
I will just sum it up quickly. But I don't watch the Bundesliga, but the last time I checked, every forward from Frankfurt who leaves Germany doesn't do so well. So this is going to be fun.
Okay. But I did a lot of scouting on Ekitike because we were in the market for a striker, right? वो initial time पे I was checking out all of his reels, videos, compilations, scouting articles and whatnot. I also remember the game against Spurs he had in the Europa League, if you remember, and he had that neat right foot finish. Okay, he's like a very docile version of Isaac, if I'm putting it mildly. Okay, a very diluted version of Isaac, I would say. And but then again, न्यूकैसल आर बीइंग प्राइस्ड आउट अपेरेंटली, है ना? एकिटिके के लिए वो लोग 80 कुछ तो कोट कर रहे हैं, एंड सो दे हैव सेड नो कि हम लोग नहीं करेंगे, हम लोग इज़ैक को नहीं बेचेंगे, एंड इंस्टेड लिवरपूल परहैप्स आर नाउ शोइंग इंटरेस्ट एंड हैव सबमिटेड अ बिड. अनिमेश, आपको क्या लग रहा है इसके बारे में? एकिटिके, इज़ैक, विसा का नाम भी आ रहा है.
I think the best move, like you said, I think मेरे लिए Ekitike would have been to go to Newcastle. He would have got some more game time. Isaac के पास, as much as इतना coveted है ना Isaac, he's shown signs of a very bad groin strain for the last 2 years, 3 years.
Yes, he has. Yeah.
Enough Champions League football के साथ, there's enough game time at Newcastle to go around. Elevating from Callum Wilson, all due respect, to Ekitike would have been good. And eventually, I would assume कि Isaac next year तो जाने वाला ही है. I doubt he stays more than 1 more year. So Ekitike would have gradually taken over. Does Wissa have the same cap of Ekitike? I don't think so. So I think maybe they made a miss over there. And coming to Liverpool, I think Darwin Núñez के comparison में Ekitike gets more time, less pressure to thrive in Liverpool right now. So I think genuinely for Liverpool, it could become a coup down the line in a year's time.
Okay.
So I think while for him it would be better to go to Newcastle, but I think Liverpool get their man if they want him.
Okay. Bit information on Wissa, by the way. 28-year-old, okay, and apparently he ranked second overall for open play goals in 24-25, ahead of the likes of Mbeumo and Cunha as well. And in his entire top flight career, all of his 45 of his Premier League goals have been from open play. He's a bit of a survivor and always available. And Ivan Toney ka replacement, as we all know how Mbeumo and Wissa basically took care of the entire thing. He would be a plus. I think he I would not say walks into every team, but he walks into most teams, I would say. Safely, I can safely say. At least if
United, hands up. He'll walk into United because what he brings for sure is about having him up top as a number 9 gets your dynamism from your other players out, right? आपको एक player चाहिए कि अगर जो goals नहीं मार रहा है ना, तो at least वो आपके squad के बाकी players के जो talent है उसको enable तो करता है, उससे miss हो रहे तो, and that's what he does, and that's what he's very good at, like you said. So definitely walks into, I would say, outside of Man City, Liverpool,
Spurs, perhaps.
Outside of Man City, Liverpool, I think अगर जो Arsenal के पास भी, I mean, you have Gyökeres, but let's say you had a Gyökeres and you had no Havertz, you had no Jesus,
I would have taken him.
You would have taken him because again he enables your Sakas and your white players to do something that's his enable, that is his pro, right? So other players struggle. So yeah, he walks into pretty much every team according to me. But again, for Newcastle, to put it that way, what would be better for them? Obviously, would have been Ekitike better for them than Wissa.
Yeah, right. Pramodini बोल रहे हैं कि Isaac and Hugo are two different profiles. Hugo is that type of striker को runs मिलेगा, space बनाएगा. I get it. He can drop deep. He's very versatile. He can play across the front three. Dribbling करना is his major asset. Is his major selling point basically. And the more you watch him, I mean, you get to know कि क्यों इतना I mean, people are in for him. Positioning उसका काफी अच्छा है, work rate काफी अच्छा है, ball carrying skills अच्छा है, aerial duels not so much, short volume not so much, but when I scouted him, not exactly scouted, but when I was comparing him with Sesko and Gyökeres and Watkins and Wissa, basically जो भी strikers profiles available हैं market में, I liked him a lot. It's what he does in tight spaces, na. That's what that caught my eye. एंड मेरे को वो बहुत सही लगा. तो एंड आई थॉट कि कैलम विल्सन का रिप्लेसमेंट होगा, and he would perhaps play alongside Wissa in a maybe in a 4-4-1-1, 4-4-2 kind of thing if Eddie Howe decides to play with that kind of a system. Normally they play with a 3-man midfield, but yeah, even they have done well so far this transfer season. I think they're about to sell Sean Longstaff to handle their PSR thing. They are definitely in for a centre back, and they have already gotten Elanga. Do you guys have any sell-on clause for Elanga?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. चलो एटलीस्ट कुछ तो बोला, रेवेन्यू स्ट्रीम कहीं से तो कुछ तो आ रहा है. It's a plus.
He should have been our player. I can't be bothered. I can't be bothered to fake positivity. He should have been our player. He should have never born Anthony. I mean, like, it's just not great, man. It's just not great. Listening to, if you were to just blindly follow what we do, everyone will say he had to go, but it's clearly better than Anthony. I don't even think we have to argue with that. I would say one thing. I'm surprised about your takes on Wissa. I think Animesh knows actually how I rate Brentford very highly, actually. I think I'm pretty sure I told Animesh. I said before we got Amarim, I wanted Thomas Frank. Like, I've said it on live streams when, it was coming to the end. I was very excited. I was like, Thomas Frank, man, it's time he gets the promo. Wissa has been a super sub when there was Tony and Mbeumo. I used to be very impressed by the goals he would come off on the bench. Then Tony went. I thought he played really good. I actually I rate him. On Mohawk's channel, I actually said at the beginning of the transfer window, forget this Gyökeres thing. Let's go get Mbeumo and Wissa, double soup. Let's go. And if he does go for 55 million to Newcastle, we have really lost out, because we could have spent 110 million and got probably Brentford's best players.
Right.
So I'm very curious to see how well he's going to do in Newcastle. I think he's going to do well.
And like Nathan is saying, that three very industrious players, Wissa up top, Mbeumo behind, along with an L10 in Cunha, assuming Bruno plays deep, which वो debate अलग ही है. So these are three players who are intensity matching, which Amorim wants. Amorim wants intensity. And I don't think in the Premier League, in terms of intensity, you get better than these guys who run their socks off. Thoda temperamental Cunha has an issue, but in terms of intensity, you can't deny they have it. That they go all out, right? But एक club के ऊपर होता है ना, like he said about, like he mentioned about Ilanga, for example. See, I disagree with this whole thing because I believe United would have failed him. If he would have stayed at United...
that is what I said. United failed him. That's what I mean. Yeah. He should have been our player. We have failed him.
Yeah. He failed, that's what. I'm happy for him because he's doing well. अगर जो हमारे में रहता ना, ये अभी चला जाता किधर चैंपियनशिप में खेल रहा था, he would have gone to Japan somewhere again, like Lingard. That is the trajectory of the pressure. हम हमारे players, youth players को protect नहीं कर पा रहे.
He's doing well there, by the way, Japan. Yeah. He's doing well, Lingard, for himself. Yeah.
It is the pressure, right? I won't be like, see, it comes two ways. आजकल के जमाने में अगर जो आपको सोशल मीडिया पे अकाउंट डालना है, तो आपको मिलने वाला है गाली. आपकी मेंटालिटी होनी चाहिए in life in general to take your hits as a person, as a human, right? As a player, as a human, you need to take those hits. You do everything, you want love from the fans, right? You want to make money on social media, you get this. But at a point, United as a club, एक mentorship होता है, एक coaching होता है, there's therapy, right? All these things. We failed all our youth players in the last 10 years. We've destroyed and failed our youth players.
Who has worked out apart from Menu? आपके youth
center McTominay?
नहीं,
I don't think Menu's worked out.
I don't think he's worked out yet. I would say McTominay also has been a tale
selling him was a mistake, would you say?
No. Again, our way of looking at him was just so wrong. He would have not won anything for us that way. If you say in terms of would he have been the guy fired down the line, youth, Ake at 30, would have been a captain maybe after Bruno's gone, lifted the title. No, हम ये envision ही नहीं कर पा रहे हमारे players के लिए. We want to be like last minute goal मारो, tackle मारो, ऐसे खेलो, बाहर में जाए style counter attacking, and all our pressure went on our youth players. It, like I said, Rashford, for all the crap that he's pulled, we also broke him. Unfortunately, whatever it is, he couldn't take it. We did it to McTominay because of Fred. We did it to Ilanga after that first season he had under wow, he's playing so well on the wing, right? and we are mostly doing it to Mainu के साथ भी हो रहा है. People are like, what does Mainu even do? But Mainu was very young. He's a very moldable player. He can do anything you want him to do. Agar
Yeah.
you know what you want him to do. So yeah.
So can I ask you a question, then, Animesh, if you don't mind? I know we are back on United, but just quickly, someone asked me, Mainu, we should have sold Mainu and sold Bruno and kept Mainu. I'm like, we finished 15th last season. Kobe Mainu's been injured for 40% of the last 2 seasons. I think it's around 40% now. We finished 15th and he couldn't get a game time in important games. He came on as subs. I'm like, why would I sell my captain for Kobe Mainu just because he's 20 years old? I'm like, bro, this whole Bruno thing is it's baffling to me, yeah. It's actually baffling to me. Our own fan base, they're such turncoats, yeah. Seriously.
Like I
Bro,
said,
they're saying,
if we do this,
bro,
yeah.
we finished 15th and we can't find him a place to play football. That's mad. That sentence alone is mad. And then they're saying, sell our captain so he can play football for us. Oh.
Sorry, Vivek, we're going to go back to Arsenal before we
No, sorry.
My fault. This one was my fault. This was fully on.
It's all right. It's fine.
No, because I saw Papdi Chat is saying Mainu's a very Caicedo player, bro. He's a no player at the moment. He's a no player at the moment because he doesn't play, dude. That's it. It's as simple as that.
Yeah, Ramit bhai, welcome to the stream, bhai. Ramit bhai बोल रहे हैं कि champions of the world, you will never sing that. अरे मेरे को अच्छा Ramit bhai, I'm not trying to ruffle any feathers here, but tell me one thing. How is it that you become the world champions, especially when आप वो competition में ना England के champions खेल रहे हैं?
I know. I knew you were going to do that. I knew you were going to do that.
है क्या मतलब 4 साल तक ये बोलते रहेंगे. Oh man, come on.
This is the NBA logic, no? This is the NBA world champions. Yeah. And then when everyone goes to the Olympics, they realize by NBA the world champions.
But well done on winning the tournament, at least glorified, friendly or not, but you still were facing teams who were in it as much as you were. So I think props for that. Beating teams like PSG in the final is no joke, and convincingly at that is absolutely no joke. But yeah, last segment, ठीक है? Last segment, please check Nathan's BP. Nikhil बोल रहा है, okay?
138
नहीं थी. Nations League of Club Competition प्रमोद नहीं बोल रहा है. Okay, guys, जो लोग भी हैं आ रहे हैं जा रहे हैं. I know a lot of people are streaming right now, but please check out Nathan का channel Sports Nut Nathan. उनका channel का नाम is there in the title. His Twitter profile is also in the description. Check out Animesh का profile. Title में tagged है उनका channel का नाम, and उनका Twitter profile is also tagged Football Bloody Hell. YouTube का channel का नाम है, and his X Twitter handle is also mentioned in the description. Please follow them. Please subscribe to them. ठीक है? And हम लोग and like कर दो stream को if you are enjoying the conversation. Yeah, very quickly. ये था major talking points तो आज मतलब because क्योंकि it's being broken today, इसीलिए ये major talking points बना. So basically मेरा intention था of inviting you and doing a overall kind of a thing. मतलब let's say top 30, top 40 expensive transfers जो भी अभी तक हुए हैं, and we'll give our opinion, and it will not be specific to a particular club. But it's too late to do that today. But instead, what we'll do right now is I'll just show you this. ठीक है? कि these Premier League clubs, okay, these are the signings that the Premier League clubs have done so far. ठीक है? Which according to you stands out, or you can just say कि कौन सा Premier League club has had the best window so far. ठीक है? The list goes as this. Arsenal obviously signed Kepa, Zubimendi and Norgard. Villa ने sign करा Ozcan and Redmond, by the way, Feyenoord से आया. I have this entire list, by the way. ठीक है? Club wise है. Bournemouth में Trafford आया from Rennes. Brentford also did very well. Coyote hai. Coyote last year bhi tha. They made that loan signing permanent. Kelleher was a good signing. Donovan from City, not much idea on this. Milambo is a good signing. So we'll quickly breeze through the clubs.
Don't read that last name in the Brentford list. Irrelevant.
Jordan Henderson. It's a good signing though. It's a good signing.
Sure. Anything's good for free.
Wouldn't you say so? Wouldn't you say so though?
Yeah, he was supposed to go to Sunderland, dude, and then he realized that he doesn't want to get hammered by the Newcastle fans. Come on, man. Let's now,
Right.
Lee
Okay,
Catamol Jr., dude.
Luke.
But
Oh
that's what he
man,
is.
you remember
That's
him?
what he is.
Nice.
Of course, I remember. Of course. Bro,
Yeah.
let's be honest. He was molded by Lee Catamol. People will tell you all the other bullshit. That's not true. Lee
Jordan
Catamol was the most
Pickford.
important player that he's played with.
Who was the keeper before Pickford? Somebody named Craig Gordon or something. Remember? Craig Gordon. Roy Keane era mein tha. He had come in from Rangers or Celtic, if I'm not wrong. And that signing did not work out.
I like how you skipped past Madueke, by the way. I like how you went to B straight away. You think we were gonna let that one slide after you let us go
It's
for
not
half
yet
an hour?
official. I don't take here we goes into
Bro,
consideration.
It doesn't matter if it's official or not. The fact that you're looking at him is horrible enough.
Shit, man.
Forget the money. Forget the
I
money.
agree.
Why? How?
I agree.
क्यों?
I
क्या
agree.
कुछ आपको कुछ है क्या? आर्सेनल के सामने कुछ proof है? Chelsea has some blackmailing.
I think Arteta wants to switch locations.
Jorginho. क्या चालू
There's
क्या है?
some-
Like you're going for it.
there is some kind of a conspiracy theory pakka hai between the boards and player camps. There's something definitely for sure. I don't get it. There were definitely there were more options available. For example, Elanga was an option.
I love
Kudus was an
how
option.
I love how that's how you said it. Definitely there were more options available. Like there aren't 19 other clubs in the Premier League.
Man.
Oh boy.
I have decided I'll try to be positive and I'll back the player. I did a stream with Ankit, Almighty Blues, all right, and purely on Noni Madueke. And I was just asking him what's wrong with him. Why are you selling it to us? क्या इसमें क्या खराबी है जो आप डिस्कार्ड कर रहे हो और हम लोग को चिपका रहे हो बताओ. And I was like, नहीं सब ठीक है, he's good, he does the numbers हैं, and lot of Twitter tacticos will sell you even that very nicely कि the numbers are very good, movement बढ़िया है, and like ball carrying, dribbling, all this fancy terms, and they'll show you some infographics. ठीक है, किसी का एक chart बना के दिखा देंगे on few AI websites. I have a lot of access to that as well. So, but staying respectful to all parties, I was not very pleasantly surprised. Let me put it that way. When I found out कि भाई we are going in for Madueke, we were never in for Rodrigo. It was just a usual rumor ka entire thing. Cloud.
pull out.
Yeah, absolutely. And it was just to veil the thing that we are apparently going in for Madueke, who is probably going to be your left wing and right wing cover for Saka, and also perhaps somebody to rotate Martinelli with, or even Trossard for that matter. Gyökeres is coming in. Yes, I hope the Eze wala signing that gets done and dusted soon. That will be a game changer for us, is what I'm hoping. And I'm absolutely buzzing on the Gyökeres wala signing. What I've done in the meantime is I've reached out to my community, जो भी Arsenal fans हैं, ठीक है, on Twitter and on socials, and I've asked them to send me their Gyo wala celebration. I'm doing a montage of that thing, and I'll publish it when the signing is official.
Listen, I'm saying it nicely to you. Last year, you told me on Ankit's channel that you are going to do a proper review of your manager if you don't win anything this season. The way you're backed him, I've been keeping an eye on your tweets.
I remember.
No? You do this, and y'all win nothing at the end of the season. The way I'm going to cook you, you're going to need a new hairline. You're going to need a new chair. You're going to need a new PC. You're going to need new everything. I'm going to come specifically for you just to cook you. I won't even cook another Arsenal fan. Just you. Just you.
अरे देखो, Mikel Arteta is going. Mikel is not
They
going
spent
anywhere.
300 million for a Carabao Cup.
Unfortunately or fortunately, regardless of how our season pans out, he's not going anywhere. I get that feeling. But me personally, is what I would say is ki I gave him enough time, and the only way I remember speaking this to Nathan, ki it all depends on how we fare in the competition of UCL basically, and the matches against Real Madrid, both the legs, and the domestic fixture tie against City, that basically bought him time, if you ask me. So those 3-4 games, especially when we are dealing with so many injuries and we are literally playing a Mikel Merino, dude. Come on यार, एक DM को हम लोग स्ट्राइकर खिला के खेल रहे हैं यार. आप क्या बोल रहे हो यार? 10 गोल 15 गोल मिकेल मेरिनो मार रहा है. ठीक है. But having said that, there's a lot of areas of improvement, yes, and it is going to be incredibly difficult for me to be like pro Arteta this thing if he fails to win a major silverware this season. So that is my take as of now. Let's see how we approach the rest of the transfer window and if we indeed get all our targets or not. अगर ऐसे नहीं आ रहा है and it is just Medwick and Gyökeres, then मैं तो पहले ही हाथ ऊपर कर दूंगा. But yeah, so Arsenal, Kepa, Zubimendi, Norgard, Aston Villa में you just give a shout out where you feel ki which signing, which player you see on the screen looks interesting to you or stands out.
Kepa was a really good deal. I mean, all things considered, our situation. Like, I'm honestly surprised why we just didn't do that. If we are actually going to, because apparently, I don't want to talk about United anymore, but basically the plan is to get rid of Bayern. I don't want to like go back to it, but basically we are supposed to get rid of Bayern there before the season starts. So Kepa for a buyback, for a buyout for 5 would have been really good for us. I think that's a very good deal for Arsenal. Just don't keep him anywhere. Just make sure he's not on for penalties. Otherwise, that's going to be a fun one.
Right.
I have to say, I don't know. I think I don't know if Özcan is the same guy that played at Dortmund. Otherwise, I don't actually know any of these people.
Even I don't think so that he's the same guy. He's somebody else. He's coming from the this is from the Turkish league.
Na? Kasim Pasa is a Turkish league.
Yeah.
Bizot is all right.
Not the same guy.
Brest has good
Not
players.
the same guy. Na? वो Willy Özcan something है ना.
Brest was a good team. Bizot's decent, but I haven't watched him. For free, I mean, undisclosed is probably very low, basically. So
yeah, Redmond was playing in the Champions League, dude, last year, if I remember. He was.
So was Malasia. We can move on now. Let's.
Okay. Bournemouth.
Ooh, this True fair. I'm looking forward to.
बढ़िया signings, दोनों के दोनों मेरे हिसाब से. Trafford,
I think Petrovic is the potential game changer, I think, for them.
Huh? Do you think 25 million is a bit too much for a keeper like Petrovic, or do you think it's like money well spent?
ये धंधा कैसे करना चेल्सी से सीखो.
It is.
He would
proper बनिया club ना चेल्सी. पैसा बनाना आता है, तरक्की भी करता है. It's a proper बनिया club.
Could have picked one of the other 9. You could have picked one of the other 9 goalkeepers they had. Probably would have been cheaper.
Yeah, he's one of the best left backs in Ligue 1 last season.
True was superb.
Yeah. And he fared really well in the Olympics for France. He's a France international for crying out loud. Keeping out the likes of Theo Hernandez, who, by the way, I think his France career is done, I think.
Pretty much done.
Hannah. Okay. Brentford, Keller, I think, is a good deal. Mbeumo is a very good deal. Again, it's not. It says undisclosed. Again, he's a ball carrier, midfielder. I think Brentford are doing smart business. They gotten 2 midfielders basically to replace Norgard basically. Vitali Janelt hai, and there's somebody else. I think it is Da Silva. Damsgaard bhi hai, right. So 3.
Damsgaard. They have the old skipper, the player that I actually liked 2 seasons ago, Matthias Jansen. I used to like him a lot. I thought he was really good, but it's not worked out.
He got me a lot of FPL points too.
Yeah.
2 years back he did same.
Really good. Really good.
Right. Brighton, as usual, superb signings all across.
Bro, where are the Hellas Verona? Fucking hell, bro. What is this, dude? We never ever would look at these clubs for anybody.
Diego Coppola, you've seen this defender play for Italy, right? He's one of the top defenders around. Yeah. Young defender, strong in the air, height. बहुत बढ़िया है यार. ये दोनों purchases.
Boskagli, I remember because he played for Sassuolo, right? I remember that name.
Yeah.
Before he went to
USP. Brighton offers you this key. I will guarantee you Premier League football. You will play 30 matches. You go to any other top club, even though they want you, they'll put you in the reserve team and send you on loan. We will most likely sell half of you to a better team, and they do that. Brighton has credibility to do that, which is why we will never get these deals done. Brightons and Brentford, Bournemouth kar sakte.
Right. Again, exciting left back. This one as well. Decoy.
Yeah.
Villa against Kelada, that two-legged tie. I watched that match. I enjoyed him watching him basically. Is going to be is a great signing. That perhaps means that it is time up for Estupinian. But let's see.
Opinion.
है ना?
Yeah.
They also उनके पास और एक भी था ना left back Kadioglu somebody.
Yeah, but he is also injured
Kadioglu.
He got injured or something, is it?
last year, huh? So he's there.
Right. Okay. Ma, come on, Ma. Okay, what are you understanding football from this? Is this mummy, by the way? Okay, Ma.
Oh, wow.
Joining. Name 5 players. Apparently, she's got this question from one of my cousin का बेटा घर पे आया हुआ है. ठीक है, मेरी cousin sister है, उसका बेटा है, is in school. He would have sent this question to mummy. Okay, mummy, thanks for joining in. आप like कर दो. Okay, let me get back to the stream. This is Animesh and this is Nathan, by the way.
Hi, auntie.
Auntie, good evening.
I'm very
Thank
happy.
God you missed thank God you missed the first half an hour of this show.
I'm very happy Nathan and I were very PG-13 in the last 10 minutes.
Right, and people ask me wherever I go on collabs वगैरह, they say कि आप गाली वगैरह देते हो stream पे. I was like कि नहीं यार, मैं नहीं. I cannot. I try to be as civil as possible. Unfortunately, एक दो जगह पे निकल जाता है, but it is what it is. Moving on. Okay, Burnley, Marcus Edwards, Jadon Anthony तब से है यार. Okay, Ian Fleming, Max Weiss, Humphreys. I don't know any of this apart from Jadon Anthony.
Marcus Edwards was a Spurs player that knocked out Spurs a couple of years
ago. Right winger. That guy.
Yeah, that was a fun match.
Right. Oh, okay.
Tuanzebe.
Come on.
Oh, Tuanzebe. Ex-Villa and ex-United. Nice. Kyle Walker. Oh, nice. Man City, 5 million. I think अच्छा किया है यार signings, है ना?
What do you mean? He's 99 years old.
I think he still has, I think, at least
okay.
one more year to play.
We're doing the Ashley Young theory now. Let's play as long as as long as they go for 1 million, we'll buy them again and again.
He's lost pace, yes. He's lost lot many yards, but he can still play centre back, na? खेल सकता है उधर. एक साल निकाल सकता है.
See, the thing is, I love this reference, right? Mark Goldbridge said it many years ago. Kyle Walker is a latent Orient right back with pace. honestly, if he lost his pace.
Yeah. And now he's lost his pace.
It's going to be tough.
Okay. I just hope.
And look how many players Burnley bought, yeah?
Yeah, lot many.
I mean, but normal, hai na? You want to survive. You look at Burnley. Please look at Sunderland. 40.
Sunderland मैंने अलग से रखा हुआ है, by the way. We'll talk about Sunderland. Chelsea. Delap, that winger.
Didn't he play for Hoffenheim? He used to play for Hoffenheim.
Yeah, he did.
Right?
He did.
Same guy.
Yeah. It's a good purchase. Yeah. Chelsea again. Estevao, brilliant signing, I think.
नहीं विवेक भाई नहीं. उनके अभी 10 player नहीं आए. We can't talk about them. उनके 10 player नहीं आए अब तक. बहुत कम player आए. कितने हुए? 10 हुए? Count? नहीं 10 नहीं हुए. क्या बात?
4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. Gittins, Pedro, Kendry Paz, Sar, Esugo, Estevao, Delap. What stands out from this? Honest
Kenda,
opinion.
who's coming next year already on the wing. Kenda's already coming.
Quenda next year.
Gittins, Kenda, ये क्या करने वाले क्या है सब?
Oh yeah, how does it happen?
Chelsea का window already hit है. Yeah, of course you're gonna say that.
नहीं 10 player नहीं हुए. रुको यार, 10 player.
Not over yet. Humphreys is from Cobham.
Yeah. Yeah, I would say, but honestly, very, very, very good by Chelsea. Decent value. I mean, outside of João Pedro, I would say João. But yeah, देख छोड़ दो यार, सबने overpay किया है. I think it's a very good window. Surprisingly.
है ना?
Yeah. This is someone we should have gone for. Walter Benitez.
Yeah, free.
Eindhoven, Nice.
Yeah.
You think our Nice owners would, you think it would be the case, but sadly.
And Sosa is that left back, na?
Croatian
left back. He was playing in the World Cup. Remember उसका बीच में fight हुआ था. He apparently wanted to switch nationalities and he wanted to feature for Germany. And then something
obviously,
happened.
I would also want to switch nationalities if I'm playing behind Guardiola, who's not a left back, to save his life.
Right. And
Bro, he had one good season. He was never a left back. Like, I don't know why. Now people will tell me Nathan Ake was a left back now. Let's you know what? Let's just move on.
right.
There's no point having this discussion.
वो अच्छा किया Bundesliga में, by the way. Borna Sosa. I think for 3 good years he was like one of the most highest rated defenders in the Bundesliga. 21, 22 से लेके 24 तक. I was reading about him today morning only. Very interested to see how he does at Palace this season. He'll be behind Tyrell Mitchell, no? Even though, but let's see.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. Everton signing Alcaraz, permanent signing कर दिया. Okay, fine, fair. He was at Southampton last year. This year, apparently from Jan onwards, he was at Everton. Fair. Thierno Barry is somebody है ना? I think I have high hopes from this guy. He's a monster, dude. आपने देखा है इसको खेलते हुए? He like 6'5", 6'6". मतलब पूरा मतलब Peter Crouch वैसा वाला है. And he moves well. ठीक है. And it will be like a marriage made in heaven for Everton. They like to put crosses from the wings and everything. And कोई होता नहीं है to bury them. And this guy is like the perfect fit for them. And under 21 or is it under 23 setup में he's like he got like top 10 scorers में से ऐसा कुछ तो है from across all leagues. I think this is going to be a very shrewd purchase. Peter Crouch with mobility, yes. Barry का देखना ये फटेगा. Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying basically. Right. Moving on. Leeds. Again, all चारों के चारों very very sharp signings मेरे हिसाब से.
0 out of 10.
I think it was Pranay. It was Pranay or somebody who had posted a tweet asking who had the best transfer window apparently a couple of weeks back. And instantly I blurted out Sunderland and Leeds. I think they and Brighton, of course. Brighton तो हमेशा अच्छा करती है. But something which is not very unheard of basically. Leeds signing Xhaka Bijol from Udinese is going to be a brilliant signing. And Mecha for free, by the way. Wolfsburg's ex-Man City and 2 stints at Wolfsburg. Free signing, forward player, striker. They needed somebody. I think Patrick Bamford is still there, but I think they lost. They re-signed Sam Byram.
They lost this one, na? Jorginho Ruta.
The last year, na? Last year. And एक और left back था Junior Firpo. I think he also left. So उसका replacement is Goodmanson. This is going to be very good. All left backs are coming in to the Premier League this season. And Burnau obviously very injury prone, but Bijol and Burnau are going to be very interesting signings. Liverpool के बारे में बात करना है क्या? Florian Wirtz, Frimpong, Pexi, Milos Kirkis. I think they have had a fantastic window as well, है ना? Rivalries aside, है ना? दोनों अच्छे हैं. बाकी दोनों के लिए पर्सनल डाउट है मेरा. Okay, fair. Moving on. City. I think ये हम लोग ने already discuss कर लिया था before the Club World Cup. Basically, they got all these deals done just so that they could fare well. But apparently that did not happen.
I would say Vivek bhai, still on paper, pound for pound आप पूछोगे तो अभी Liverpool has had a better window slightly than Man City also.
100%.
Interesting.
So the question was originally यही था ना कि who's at the best one. I mean, it was eventually going to come to these two.
Yeah.
And I would say realistically, it's the 1, 2, 3 Liverpool, City, Arsenal. But if I had to be very little more open and deep dive in my head, going with the player जो आप sign करने वाले हो, which is almost over the line, right? I would say it would be Liverpool, Arsenal, and then City in terms of how the window has gone so far.
City
if I include
okay.
Yeah, because look, you had to get X number of signings to stay level with them, and you are on paper getting them. मैन सिटी हैव रिप्लेसमेंट लाइक फॉर लाइक प्लेयर्स, दे हैव टू रिप्लेस प्लेयर्स. अभी भी वो लोग ने काइल वॉकर को रिप्लेस नहीं किया बराबर से, एंड दे हैव अ लिटिल बिट ऑफ स्ट्रगल ऑफ, वी आर ऑल अज्यूमिंग कि रॉड्री विल कम आउट छाती फाड़ के नेक्स्ट ईयर. इट कुड बी अ स्लो बर्न, and Reinders looks complete player in a way, but to long term replace Gundogan ka versatility is also tough, which he has. So I would say these are good optimal signings, but Arsenal ko believe kare at word of mouth of the players that they said they've got. I would say Liverpool, Arsenal, City as of today's date. But that वो मेरा opinion है. विवेक भाई थोड़ा chat देख लेना एक बार सर.
हाँ. Yes, please.
Sorry.
We ran out of time. I was planning to close it by 9:15,
नहीं,
but
normally चलता है till 10:30, but आज थोड़ा कुछ जल्दी हो गया.
Yeah, please, guys, please check out Animesh Bro ka channel. He's having to leave right now because of his personal thingy. Bro, thank you so much for joining in. We'll do this
Sorry
again.
it took so long to do this. This should now not take Mbeumo time.
Yeah, I'm waiting for our collab even, Animesh. Like, you know.
Done. No, this everything is going to happen now before July.
Should I get the cake? Should I get the cake on your channel and celebrate Mbeumo finally arriving? That's what people were telling me on my channel. Bring the cake and come to celebrate.
Right. Yeah, thanks, man. Thank you so much. Yeah,
thank you for having me.
We'll do it again. Thanks. Thank you so much. Yeah, Nathan, it's you and me. City or Liverpool?
Liverpool.
एकदम से neutral take. Liverpool, you say?
Liverpool.
Okay.
Cherky's a bum. Liverpool.
You're not sparing any second thought. एकदम से straight out.
I don't need to. I don't spare thoughts for Sky Blue.
Okay. ऐसे जल्दी आ जाए बस. हाँ. अरे अर्षित, hope so.
Where is Eze going to play, dude? Where he plays centrally? Where is he going to play in your team?
Okay.
Are you finally going to bench Odegaard and let's not pretend he's captain anymore?
No. The way I see him, okay, the way. So you see, when you will speak with a lot of Arsenal fans, what they will say is कि Odegaard, Rice, and Zubimendi double pivot basically. That's what they'll say. That's what the plan is as well. I agree. But मेरे दिमाग में what I think is कि what Rice was brought in for is to fill in that number 6 position initially. वो उसका primary role है. Yes, now क्योंकि that advanced Xhaka wala role that got vacant after he moved away, and we have limped on ever since basically. And we're trying to fit in somehow Declan Rice into that particular hole. All right. And he has evolved somewhat, Rice. Now he cannot properly play a lone number 6, nor can he play a properly out and out number 8. He's somewhat trying to oscillate between those two positions. So in matches when it is tough to break down defenses, मेरा मानना ये है कि I'll push Zubimendi to bench or maybe sub him out, let's say, or I'll play Eze and that left wala number 8 position, and I'll play Martin Odegaard. So both together.
Basically, what you're saying is you're giving Odegaard another season. Got it. Understood.
Of course, dude. Come on, dude. Come on.
Okay. And so we are going to pretend like he doesn't show up for big games. We're just going to pretend that doesn't happen. Okay, fine. Bro, let me tell you something. Honestly, I don't like Arsenal. That's just how I am. If y'all don't have Saka, it doesn't matter who's wearing that captain's armband. That's how much I rate Saka. I think Saka should be captain. I think Saka should have been captain. I don't know when you could have given him the captaincy, but I think he should have already been captain. I mean, Saka is the clutchest of clutch, dude. Seriously.
There are some players who जो कैप्टन नहीं बनते हैं, and that's the best way to be left as it is. मेरा बात समझ रहे हो? It's not about pressure, or it's not about shoulders drooping wala ho jayega shayad, or perhaps more responsibility. It's not about that, but there are some players na
demeanor na, it's demeanor.
Yeah unko chhod do कि मतलब you do your thing, we'll try to हम लोग ये वाला हम लोग manage कर लेंगे, that kind of.
So what you're saying is Rice is your next captain. That's what
I hope so. Gabby and Declan Rice, दोनों में से somebody.
I have to say, Odegaard is a very good ball playing player, but he does not give you the kind of confidence like a Rice gives you, a Saka gives you. Intrinsic confidence.
But there were a lot of contributing factors towards his performing poorly. So that right hand side wala flank na, that triangle that usually we play in, Ben White, Saka and Odegaard. So that was non-existent last season basically. So that hampered a lot of his
course.
form. Saka नहीं था, Ben White नहीं था, and obviously वो भी थोड़ा confidence lack कर रहा था. काफी ज्यादा criticism उसके way में भी आया कि he does not have his shooting boots on like never ever. I hope कि वो improve करे वो aspect this season, but let's see. Mystic बोल रहे हैं Rice is a better captain. We have Big Gabby as well. People forget. Yeah. Penalty कौन लेगा? वे भाई साका और yet to be seen. Yet to be seen. Noni Madwick.
Gyökeres. Bro, it's got to be Saka. Why should he lose this penalty spot? No way.
Yeah.
That would be criminal.
Drax, welcome, bro. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, very quickly. City ka ye signings tha. United obviously got Cunha. What about this guy? Diego Leon. Can you tell me a bit more about this guy?
Yeah, sure. I don't watch the Paraguayan league like normal people don't, and I'm just hoping.
Right.
I'm just hoping that first of all, if anyone gave me some positivity with a mic in their face this season, Diego Leon basically was at the airport with his family, and he's like, "Yeah, I'm not planning to go on loan," and I'm like. Finally, someone in this club is shooting his shot instead of being a little. Well, I don't know if mom is watching, so let's just say being a little, being a little feminine. How about that? Leave it at that.
Oh man, oh god. Okay.
Striker should take pen. Saka is not that clinical in penalties. Doesn't
ऐसा
matter.
कुछ नहीं
Why
है.
would you? Why should you change your penalty taker until he's proven that he'll miss?
Yeah. Nee, and to add to that, it is not a given that it is always a striker who should take pens. ऐसा कुछ नहीं है.
I mean, there's a certain captain for a certain team that he doesn't miss. A nice
All right.
guy.
Oh man, I cannot banter Nathan today. I'll banter him on his channel.
Thing is, you can't banter me because I have predicted. See, the reason I am getting upset now is because United fans have called me negative. United fans refuse to believe the evidence that is proven over the last 2 years. This is why I can't be bantered. I said Frank is a good coach. I said for 18 months, bro. 18 months. If anyone was on my FPL league, they'll know Mbeumo was in the team more than Haaland. Salah and Mbeumo were the two people probably in my team the whole season. Like, I've been rating Mbeumo forever. I'm like, why are we in this rat race for a striker? Just get Wissa. Just get Wissa. People are like, we can't buy both their players. They'll overcharge. I'm like, but he'll just go somewhere else. So you might as well just pay the same money and buy both of them. It's not like Wissa is not going to go as we see now. Wissa is going to go anyway. So why don't, instead of paying 70 for Gyökeres, 90 for Sesko, just pay 55 for Wissa and be quiet.
Yeah.
Like, and people are like, no, but we want Gyökeres. I'm like, bro, that's not how life works, dude. Nobody cares what you want. It's what can be done. Like, and I told people like Rashford 30, Anthony 40. Bro, before the transfer window is up, everyone's like in my chat, this many million we are going to get and we're going to cook. I'm like, bro, I don't think you understand how undesirable our players have become through media and through their own behavior and the manager's behavior. I don't think you understand how devalued our players have become. And everyone is now parishan, panic. And I'm like, bro, I already called this. I'm not worried. You can't banter someone who is aware of his situation. You can only banter people who said we are going to win the league in January and then, don't. So that's what I'm saying. Like that's what. So like it's impossible to banter. The only people that can banter me, are people who make fun of the Carreras deal. Sadly, I wanted Carreras I didn't want Malacia, so they can't even banter me there. So the only thing I get bantered by is Onana. I also didn't want Onana, but that's the only one that bothers me, basically.
Right. Okay. Fair. Okay, moving on. So Diego Leon, Nathan, itna
very
nahi
promising.
dekha
Oh,
usko.
sorry, you asked me for an update on it. Apparently, we might send Amas on loan, which means he'll be a backup left wing back. And that's why that's why I was talking about the interview. I was like, come on, man! Finally, someone who can actually know how to give an interview. 17-year-old kid in an airport. Lovely.
Right. Comments. Our season starts in February. I mean, Cordero ka shayad loan ho gaya. What do you guys think will the next position United will focus to recruit now? A striker, perhaps? Is what
We
I'm
got to
thinking
get a
from a
double
neutral.
pivot. I've had, ever since we have struggled to get Gyökeres, I said this is the strategy we should use. Fernandes, Mbeumo, Cunha is the front three. Get a double pivot midfielder, get a goalkeeper, and just cut your losses for this season. Simple as that. I wouldn't. I don't know why he's putting Bruno Fernandes in a position. Let's not go there. But that's what my idea was. That's what my idea was.
Okay.
He goes Jesus for from Botafogo. They bought 2 players from Botafogo. Wow.
Anthony Elanga is also a good signing for Forest. Now we skipped
Good,
past
good sign. Good
Newcastle.
signing. Good signing. Probably for 40 million. But everyone's overpaying, so it is what it is.
Okay. इतना idea नहीं है on Ego Jesus.
They Botafogo played well though in Club
Okay.
World Cup.
Okay. Cunha, both the players from Botafogo.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay. Sunderland. Okay. Sunderland का मेरे पास एक अलग slide मैंने खोल के रखा हुआ है. Tottenham Danso का loan किया permanent.
0 out of 10. 0 out of 10.
Permanent. Kudus is basically the one signing.
Inconsistent. Let's see what happens.
But Thomas Frank, new manager, a new, perhaps their new star player or something. Yeah.
Sure. Possible.
ये दोनों तो थे. They just became permanent.
That's why I said 0 out of 10. He went to Japan before he got sacked, bought this Takai fellow, and Kudus is the only signing for
Kudus ko West Ham, they are playing him striker, dude. Out of position. Many times. And he thrives on the wing. He's again a bit more of a dribbler wala types, na? Wo Doku types.
Yeah.
So, man, you play him out of position and you expect him to excel. So that was not happening basically. Anyway, West Ham, Todibo again, loan signing
last
made
season,
permanent.
loan obligation.
Yeah, El Hadji Diouf, another El Hadji Diouf, by the way. The X1 was from Bolton and Liverpool. You remember Stevie G wala days.
Senegal,
yeah. This one is also from Senegal, by the way. Defender, if I'm not wrong.
Slavia Prague is getting 19 million for their players.
Right. And Wolves for Lopez from Celta Vigo, 20 odd million almost approx.
They're gonna struggle, man. They're gonna struggle.
Wolves, huh?
Yeah, I mean, 2 signings almost August, not good enough.
Yeah.
Especially when you finish below us, you gotta make more moves, man.
Anyway, and this dude was also there, by the way. Just
already there, exactly.
Again. Yeah, and you do well though. You do well. अच्छे से developer next 40-50 minutes. Okay, fair. The one that I wanted to talk about actually was for Sunderland. मैंने ये ready करके रखा हुआ था because I tracked all of their 5 signings and what they bring to the table, but it's too late. I'll not do a deep dive. Even Nathan perhaps would be उनको भी time हो रहा होगा. So already 9:50 almost.
I mean, I don't want to. I mean, I'm sure you'll do it separately, but what I will say is, on my opinion, I think Sunderland have done really good business. I was really hoping we'd get Hayden Hackney, but
he's a brilliant player, dude. I love him.
Good. I saw the playoff final. We did a watch along for it. It was very, very good. Adingra, Reinildo, really good buys. For
Diarra as well. Diarra and Sadiki are going to be the replacement for Job, basically Job Bellingham, and I'm a big fan of Diarra, by the way. बहुत बढ़िया player है. And any 5 players, all excellent players in that position.
And they're getting Longstaff is going to Sunderland or Burnley?
Leeds, I think. Leeds.
Leeds. They have. You know what's the funny thing? They're going to go for a third bid. That's how fast everybody else is moving, and like United and certain other teams aren't. There's going to put a third bid for Longstaff. Leeds.
Right. Wolves, Brentford, both will be in relegation. Not Brentford though.
I think Brentford is in trouble. If Wissa goes, I don't know, man. Norgard, losing your coach, your captain, and your 2 best players, not looking good.
They still have their playing 11 would still not be bad though.
If they get relegated, they're going to get stripped completely.
Kevin Shada, Nathan Collins, Kelleher, Coyote, good players.
Ethan Pinnock, Rico Henry. Oh,
Rico Henry is back. Yeah.
Before the injury, I would have taken him here. Seriously.
So Brentford, I don't see them in the relegation battle. Burnley for sure, yes. Wolves, yes. Leeds depends on how they complete their transfer window. But yeah, man, I don't see Brentford though. They are another का दोनों अच्छे साइनिंग है. बाकी तीन मैं सबका स्काउटिंग किया bro. I'll do it on a separate stream, maybe next week or maybe on the weekend or something. But yeah, I really love what Sunderland is basically doing this time around, and I love and we love derbies, right? Come on, at the end of the day, we are all Premier League fans as well. Uh, so what's Premier League basically without derbies,
And
right?
Sunderland should have never been a team that gets relegated.
है ना,
They
है
have
ना?
such a great fan base. The stadium or
Yeah,
Light Stadium is a beautiful stadium.
Little Stadium, yeah.
It's nice to have them back, honestly.
Right.
Honestly, I didn't want to see that guy annoy me for the next year. Sheffield United coach, dude. He already did enough damage his first time. I don't need him to do more damage to our mental health.
Right. Pramadini बोल रहे हैं Martin Bulka was linked to Sunderland, who's arguably top 3 goalkeepers in League One. They should also go all over for him. The Ramsdale relegation. Okay, fair. West Ham. I don't think so. West Ham. हाँ, हो सकता है यार. If Jared Bowen decides to leave, that might
They've been
happen.
horrible for the last. They had such a
Yeah.
good transfer window
It's a
last
good-
season, and they were horrible.
Yeah, it's a good shout, yeah, Mystic. It's a great
Oh.
shout. Okay, that's it, boys. I just wanted to take a minute and thank Nathan and Animesh,
Come on.
both bros, for giving me time to come on my stream and have this discussion
Anytime.
with me. Check out both ka channel, bhai. Sports Nut Nathan.
Anytime,
for Nathan
make sure you have a lot of Vaseline, because if we beat you in the opening game of the season or you don't win anything, you will get cooked.
Shit, man.
Can you
Well,
imagine
guys,
if we beat you in the opening game of the season?
सोच के डर लग रहा है यार मेरे को, seriously. Oh man, nice. Guys, check out Football Bloody Hell and check out Sports Nut Nathan. दोनों का Twitter handles already in the description. Join them on their channel. Subscribe to them. Like करिए ये stream. Follow them on Twitter. Follow me on Twitter. And I'll see you soon, perhaps in the next signing video. If Madueke signing video, no. Mosquera signing video, yes. Okay. Good night, boys. I'll take leave then. Yeah. Nathan, thank you so much, man. Thanks for doing this. Yeah. Take care, boys.
No problem.
Chalo.
Good night,
bye.
guys. Take
Good
care.
night. Good night.